Allo, allo, it's Finn again. Hey y'all, hope you're doing well, hope you're having a decent 2022 so far. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update on how things are going to be going down for the next few weeks. Plans are a little bit crazy, schedules are kind of all over the place, but I still want to keep you guys informed. I was originally just going to put all this info in the community tabs, but some of you guys said that it's a pain in the neck to read like 5 paragraphs worth of news, which I totally get. So instead, I'm just going to tell you guys everything myself. So sit back, relax, and enjoy a steaming hot cup of head in the background as I tell you all what's new and what's coming up. Alright, let's go. First off, let's talk about video output for the next few weeks. I am not going on hiatus. I made it clear in my 2022 update that I refuse to go on long hiatuses anymore unless I'm like physically unable to use the keyboard or whatever. It's a death sentence for my channel view-wise, and it's extremely unfair to make all of you guys wait. But the truth of the matter is that my girlfriend is coming over for a 2-week visit, and I really want to focus as much time as possible on her. So for the next 2 to 3 weeks, my usual 20 to 30 minute videos will be converted to shorts. Just quick little fun bits of content, maybe like 2 to 5 minutes a piece, in the usual 3 o'clock to 4:30 Friday time slot. I won't spoil what they're going to be, but they can range from purely comedic to purely analytical depending on how I feel. Then once the visit is over, I'll be back to the usual long video every week. I'm telling you guys all this right now because I don't want people to start thinking that I'm switching up my style to something different, since that would cause a lot of confusion. So I'm declaring right now that short videos will only be temporary. So fear not, my lovely subscribers! Oh yeah, that reminds me. I want to thank each and every one of the new subscribers that decided to hop on board between the beginning of the year and now. We not only obliterated my 100k subscriber year-end goal in record freaking time, but we've more than doubled my overall sub count since I made my January 2022 update video. We went from 62,000 to nearly 130,000 in 6 months, which is actually insane. So a massive thank you to everybody who hit the big red rectangle. I'm not sure which video in particular inspired you to join us, but I certainly hope you'll stick around because there's a ton more videos coming in the very near future. And speaking of coming attractions, let's get into some specifics for what you're gonna see on the channel real soon. And trust me, I am super excited about some of these. Now, if you've been here for the past month or so, you've probably seen these videos floating around. They were a blast to make, I had a ton of fun visiting my favorite old movies, I asked you guys if you wanted to see more like them, and the answer was a resounding yes, especially for the most recent one. So you'll be glad to know that I'm announcing 2 brand new series for the channel. First up, we've got Cartoon Clash, based on these 2 videos, where I take a common writing trope or cliche, pick 3 standout examples in animation, usually from 3 separate companies for some extra variety, and pit them against each other to see which one handled said trope the best. It's fun to point out major and minor differences in writing decisions, and see which ones turned out for the better in the end. There are plenty of other concepts I could tackle, like best love triangle, best villain song, even best lie revealed story. There's a whole world of story devices that we could explore, and a whole bunch of great movies that use them. So yeah, that should be fun. Second of all, Animation Multiverse is going to be a regular as well, meaning you'll be seeing more alternate universe theories from all kinds of animated properties. TV, movies, old, new, whatever we can find. I always love writing stories, and this gives me the perfect excuse to do just that. And I can tell that you guys are really excited for this one, because the amount of suggestions I got on my pilot video alone was nuts. Sure, some of them aren't technically animation, like I got a few video game and live action suggestions, but hey, if we keep growing at this rate, I'm always down to expand. Some multiverse theories from other mediums could be a lot of fun too if we can keep this going. And speaking of keeping things going, man, I am on fire with the segues today. Let's move on to some series that I'll be continuing at some point in the near future. First of all, my Every LEGO Star Wars Cartoon Reviewed series. You'll remember that I started this thing off when LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga first came out, and so far it's about halfway done. Well, I've got 2 more parts planned, and I've got a good idea of when to release them as well. I saw that there's a LEGO Star Wars special called LEGO Star Wars Summer Vacation coming in August, and I'm hoping to release my Freemaker Adventures review sometime around then. And then my review of the Disney Plus specials, most prominently the LEGO Star Wars Holiday Special, will come out at around Christmas time. Then you'll have a full catalog of all the LSW tunes up to that point. And hey, if all goes well and you guys enjoyed this, maybe I'll get to talk about some other nostalgic cartoons in the future. But we'll worry about that when we come to it. Toon Words or Less will be continuing, which my Owl House and Amphibia videos should have clued you in on. I don't have any specific ideas in mind. Maybe I'll do one for either Phineas and Ferb or Milo Murphy's Law, since Hamster and Gretel is coming soon, but we'll have to see. Disney and Pixar Theories will be continuing. The only reason that these kind of stopped is because there weren't really any recent movies that I felt compelled to theorize about. I mean, a film like Encanto, that movie is begging to be taken apart and analyzed, which I've done many times over. But more recent films haven't really given me that spark of inspiration to come up with theories, so I guess we'll just have to wait until something noteworthy comes along. Some of our favorite modern cartoons are going to be coming back, like the Cuphead show in mid-August and Helluva in late July, so I'm definitely going to cover those. Some shows I haven't gotten to talk about yet, like Monsters at Work, are going to be returning soon as well, so that gives me an excuse to talk about them. And just in case you're wondering, no, just because Amphibia and Owl House are ending soon doesn't mean that they'll completely disappear from this channel. I'm hoping to keep the spirit of Amphibia alive with a few segments on Animation Multiverse. Like some people suggested, what if Anne and the girls went to the Boiling Isles instead of Amphibia? Or, what if each of the girls went to different places in Amphibia when they opened the box? And yeah, those could actually make for some interesting discussions. For Owl House, we obviously have the shortened Season 3 coming up, which I will review in full when it finally comes out. And best of all, thanks to an overwhelmingly positive reception from you guys, that HOOTY analysis that I hinted at in my Owl House Season 2 video, well, I'm officially adding it to the waiting list. This precious little birdworm's time to shine shall be lovingly crafted by my hand alone. I'm not sure when exactly, maybe when Season 3 gets a little bit closer, but I promise you guys that HOOTY will get precisely what he deserves at some point in the future. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I can think of that'll be coming up soon. Pretty straightforward stuff, pretty simple. It's gonna be a strange couple weeks with some shorter videos, but we'll be back on track with the heavy hitters before you know it. You'll see. Once again, I'd like to thank you all a ton for subscribing and sticking with me for this long. You're the best freaking community a guy like me could ask for. I'm really hoping we can reach somewhere around 150k by the end of the year. I'm hoping I can fulfill the rest of the promises I made in my 2022 video, and I really hope you guys are looking forward to what I've got planned. If you've got any specific questions, you're free to ask them in the comments and I'll answer them the best I can. But for now, I've got a lovely lady waiting for me and a lot of work to do before she shows up. So as always, thanks for tuning in everybody, and I hope to see you all real soon.